Well, we continue to follow a tax credit program meant to expand childcare access in Missouri. This says state lawmakers have only 7 weeks left before the end of session.
It comes as nearly 2/3 of the state is considered a child care desert. Missouri Capitol Bureau Chief Joe McLean reports on the bill's outlook from Jefferson City.
We first told you about this bill back in January. It was actually one of the first ones the House voted out and sent over to the Senate. It's such a high priority because business leaders say access to child care is one of the biggest economic challenges facing the state.
I don't think it should be toyed with. I think there's very few things that you can get bipartisan support on right now, especially in this climate. That's one of them.
That's the Missouri Senate's Democratic leader speaking about a package of child care tax credits deemed to be a high priority for the state. Industry group Child Care Aware said 73 out of the state's 114 counties have no available providers, or 3 times as many kids as available child care spots. And that's not even considering a massive deficit of infant care providers.
You have a lot of issues with access to child care. You have where it's located. You have affordability issues, you have quality and safety issues.
That's why House lawmakers approved a bill containing 3 tax credit programs. One of them would benefit child care providers in Missouri to offset their costs and make them more economically viable. The other 2 would benefit employers who offer child care as a benefit to their employees.
Makes it easier for recruiting and retaining employees. It's less expensive to retain your employees than it is to constantly hire and retrain. And that makes a huge difference on people being present at work, mentally, physically.
With parents unable to join the workforce, the state estimates this child care shortfall is costing more than $1.3 billion in lost revenue every year. Meanwhile, the state officials believe the tax credits will make a $70 million impact. Senate President Pro Tem Caleb Rowden said Thursday this is going to be one of a few top priorities in the final weeks.
We're going to have the budget, we're going to have the FRA, we're going to have child care tax credits, we're going to have IP reform, right?
The bill could get approved by its committee on Tuesday and then moved to the full Senate for debate. In Jefferson City, Joe McLean, WGEM News.